Afghanistan, a land of endless wars and broken empires. And at the center of it all, Bagram Airbase, once America's most powerful stronghold in the region, abandoned in the dead of night in 2021. But imagine if the US took it back. What would that mean for Afghanistan, for China, Russia, Pakistan, and the world? The answer could reshape the balance of power across Asia. In this video, we'll explore one of the most talked about scenarios in geopolitics. What if America controlled Bagram Airbase again? This isn't just about a base. It's about strategy, power, and the future of the world's most volatile region. And at the end, we'll uncover a shocking truth: why America might be more interested in Bagram today than ever before. Bagram Airbase is no ordinary military installation. Located just north of Kabul, it was once the beating heart of US military power in Afghanistan. Fighter jets, drones, bombers, and thousands of troops operated from here. For 2 decades, Bagram was the hub of America's war on terror, used to launch missions against the Taliban, Al-Qaeda, and later ISIS. But in 2021, after 20 years of war, the US withdrew. And the base was abandoned, its lights shut off in silence. Within weeks, the Taliban seized it. Since then, Bagram has remained a symbol. To some, it represents America's failure. To others, it's the key to controlling Central Asia. Now imagine the US takes it back. The world changes instantly. If America retook Bagram, the shockwaves would be immediate. The Taliban, already struggling to govern, would see it as a direct declaration of war. Resistance movements inside Afghanistan might rise again, this time with US backing. But ordinary Afghans, their reaction would be divided. Some would welcome America's return, hoping for jobs, aid, and stability. Others would see it as a betrayal, a repeat of occupation. The bigger consequences, however, come from outside Afghanistan. Pakistan would be furious. Islamabad has long supported the Taliban as a way to keep American influence out of its backyard. A US-controlled Bagram threatens Pakistan's strategic depth. China would be deeply alarmed. Bagram lies less than 200 miles from China's western border, near Xinjiang. For Beijing, this isn't just a base. It's a spyglass pointed at their most sensitive region. Russia, too, would see danger. From Bagram, the US could project power into Central Asia, once part of the Soviet Union's sphere of influence. Moscow would see it as America knocking on its door. And Iran? With US forces back in Afghanistan, Tehran would feel surrounded. From Iraq in the west, the Gulf in the south, and now Afghanistan in the east. Within weeks, the world would be on edge. The US would claim Bagram as a counter-terrorism hub, to strike ISIS, Al-Qaeda, and other groups that still operate in the region. But everyone else would see the truth. Bagram would become America's forward base against China, Russia, and Iran. And that would set the stage for a new Cold War, right in the heart of Asia. With Bagram under US control again, tensions would spiral. China might respond by sending more troops into Xinjiang and building new bases in Pakistan through the Belt and Road Initiative. Russia could push harder into Ukraine and Central Asia, trying to counter America's presence. Iran might accelerate its nuclear program, fearing US strikes from Bagram. And Pakistan, caught in the middle, could tilt even closer to China, creating a dangerous triangle of Beijing, Islamabad, and Moscow against Washington. Meanwhile, the Taliban would almost certainly relaunch a full-scale insurgency. Afghanistan could plunge back into war, with ordinary Afghans paying the highest price. But this time, the battlefield wouldn't just be Afghanistan, it would be the entire region. So, what are the possible outcomes? Best case scenario. The US secures Bagram peacefully, using it not for occupation, but for counter-terrorism. The Taliban, weakened, are forced to negotiate. Afghanistan stabilizes with international support. America gains a powerful foothold in Asia without sparking wider war. Or the US retakes Bagram by force. The Taliban declare jihad. Pakistan, China, and Russia rally against Washington. Afghanistan becomes a battlefield again, this time in a proxy war between superpowers. Global terror groups exploit the chaos. A new endless war begins. Or America doesn't officially control Bagram, but finds ways to access it through deals with local factions, covert operations, or partnerships with regional powers. The US uses it as a pressure point against rivals, but avoids direct occupation. Tensions rise, but outright war is avoided. So tonight we asked, what if America controlled Bagram Airbase again? We saw how the Taliban would resist, how ordinary Afghans would be caught in the middle, and how rivals like China, Russia, Pakistan, and Iran would respond. In the end, Bagram isn't just a base, it's a symbol of power, one that could decide the future of Asia. So the question is, if America took back Bagram, would it bring stability to a region scarred by war, or ignite a conflict that could pull the whole world into chaos?